Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Tyre Shredders Racing, supported by Sarah Grace and Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs. Now we are here for the final race of the Academy Series, and what a fantastic series it's been. We are at Dragon Trail. We are on the seaside reverse track. I actually prefer this track. We are on the reverse one. It is a fictional track set in Croatia. And we saw some fantastic racing in race one. We're now on to race two. Now there's been a bit of a change on the grid. It looks like they're reversed, but also we've got a couple of new drivers have joined, and one has left. Now Corky has had to be airlifted to hospital. He suffered some severe whiplash in an accident he had in race one. So we wish him well, but he's not made it onto the grid for race two. And we've just been joined by two more now. Gaz, I've seen Gaz before, and Always Tasty has joined us as well. So we are now up to 9 on the grid. So let's just have a quick look and see where they all sit. So Hoppers finds himself on pole position. Vane is in second. Carlsberg is third. Fourth on the grid is Racing Sim 6. Footy is fifth. Ghost Prepper 6. Sai is seventh. Sai was the winner of race one. If you didn't catch that, I suggest you go and have a watch of that. Some great racing in race one. But Sai is now seventh. Then we've got Always Tasty in eighth, with Gaz in ninth. So that's how they line up for race two, the final race of the Academy Series. And if you stick around at the end, I will run down the actual league table and let you know where everybody finished. So let's get this race underway, shall we? Now it looks like we're all back on racing softs again, and the tyres wasn't, the tyre wear wasn't on for race one, so I presume it won't be for race two either. So the guys can just crack on with that. Probably no traction control, because this is what all the academy is about, is trying to car control, etc. So there may be no traction. As Vane takes up the lead then from Hoppers as they head through the tunnel and up towards the chicane of death for the first time. Now this chicane of death is slightly easier. Oh, that was a big hit into the barrier. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Hoppers actually, I'm not sure, but it was a big hit as Vane takes us around turn 6, leading from Gaz, who's made his way all the way from the back up into second. Racing Sim 6 is in third. Gaz on the chase, and he's looking for a way by Vane already as they head down the hill towards turn 8. And it does look like Gaz has got the job done. So yeah, Gaz all the way from the back has now taken up the lead of this race. Racing Sim has got through as well. Oh, as Vane goes off onto the grass, just as a brush with Barrier, manages to keep it on the track. So good recovery from Vane, but that did cost him. It looks like Hoppers is going to have an attack as well. So Hoppers moves up as Sai comes flying up through the inside. So Sai now takes over in P3 with Hoppers dropped to P4. Footy in 5th, Vane in 6th, Carlsberg 7th. Vane and Carlsberg swapping. Everybody's swapping. Always Tasty and Ghost Prepper at the back now. Ghost Prepper must have had a bit of an incident as well. We saw him chasing Sai down in race 1, so we do know Ghost Prepper. It's a bit of a mouthful, that is. We do know how quick he is, but he must have had a bit of an issue to find himself all the way down in 9th. So back up to the sharp end, and Gaz leading from Racing Sim 6, but Racing Sim really putting on the pressure as he pulls alongside him, heading in towards the tunnel, heading towards that chicane of death for the second time. Somebody's going to have to back out, and it's Racing Sim just eases off to let Gaz through. A wise decision. You do not want to be going too abreast through that section of the track. Bit of a big gap now back to Sai. Oh, it's Racing Sim. I thought he took too much that curve. You have to be really careful with these curves. You don't want to be taking too much of the inside curves, because it will just grab hold of the car and pull it round. Now that's cost him a bit of time as well, so he's got a bit of extra work to do now to catch up to the back of Gaz. Sai, of course, in third would have seen that, and that would have encouraged him to try and catch up to Racing Sim. Footy in fourth. Then we've got Ghost Prepper. Well, we saw him a couple of minutes ago, didn't we? And he was all the way down in about 8th or 9th. So Ghost Prepper. Yeah, I'm really struggling. So Prepper is now up to 5th. So great recovery from him. Always Tasty, he's moved up to 6th, with Carlsberg sitting in 7th and looking to attack. Hopper's carrying a penalty just behind them in 8th, and he'll be serving that. So when Hoppers serves that penalty, I'm sure that Vane will be looking at moving up into P8. We'll just stick with Vane as we enter the penalty zone, and there we go. Hoppers serves his penalty. Now has Vane got the momentum? Yes, he has. So Vane now moves up into P8, which relegates Hoppers down to 9th. So these two guys are going to have to get a bit of a move on to catch up and get through the pack again. So up at the top, Gaz trying to open up a bit of a lead, trying to break that the distance. The boost kicks in, but once you get, I don't know what it is, but once you get a certain distance away, then the boost won't allow the rest to catch up. And that is exactly what Gaz is trying to do. He's just trying to get away from them all. Racing Sim looking good for 2nd at the minute. Big gap back. You just saw the headlights of Sai coming round the corner. It is obviously getting a little bit darker, as you can see. Headlights are on, which makes it a little bit more difficult as Sai slides his way around turn 6. Nice little battle going on between these 4. We've got Footy just leading it. Now Footy in P3 at the minute, he's under threat of losing that podium spot. Ghost Prepper is after it. Ghost Prepper fancies himself another podium spot as he makes a bit of a move on the outside as they head down towards turn 12. I lost where I was then. And Ghost Prepper gets the job done and moves up into P3 and gets himself onto the podium. So he likes the taste of champagne, doesn't he, after race 1, and fancies a bit more. So into turns 15 and 16, which has proved quite difficult for some. And everybody's got through though, which is good to see. Always Tasty down in 9th. I've not seen Always Tasty before. He's a new name to me, maybe new to the academy. Just got the standard livery. Well, it's even livery, is it? It's just yellow paint. But I'm sure that will be rectified as a few cars in front of him get a little bit out of shape. Wow, what a bunch of cars. I'm not even going to try and work out who is where at the minute. They all need to... Oh, Footy, and Hoppers. Footy had a bit of a kiss with Barrier, then Hoppers got tangled up in it. He had a bump with the barrier as well. Is everybody still going? Always moves through to 8th. Hoppers drops down to 9th. Hoppers though coming back at Always. Sai in 7th, winner of race 1. Sai finds himself right down there in amongst it. So a bit of work to do for him. We are only just approaching 7 minutes, so we've just got over 13 minutes of this second race to go, so plenty of time for Sai to get himself up there in amongst the leaders. But the more he carries on battling away mid-pack, then the further the leaders get away, so he really does need to get out from this bunch and get a bit of clean tarmac in front of him, so he can get his foot down and get on after the guys up ahead. Footy in 6th there. Now then, who was that went a little bit wide? It might have, I'm not sure who it was actually. Might have been Sai actually, I'm thinking about it. But they are all still facing the right way, which is the main thing as we head down towards turn 1. Now it's going to be 3 abreast. We've got Sai, we've got Footy, we've got Hoppers. Carlsberg just ahead of this little group. Vane and Footy having a battle there as Footy goes very wide and gets caught up on the grass, and that's putting him down to 9th. Vane moves up to 5th. We've got Carlsberg in 4th. He's not that far ahead of these guys, and they are catching soon as we go into the chicane of death. for the 5th time. These guys still fighting it out as Cy and Vane almost go touchy-feely through the exit of the chicane. A bit of a door tap there from Vane on Carlsberg just to let him know he's there. But Carlsberg hanging on to that 4th spot. Vane in 5th. Then we've got Cy in 6th. He's coming alongside Vane, although he has got a penalty to serve. Always has moved up into, well, he's gone to 6th now. So slow and steady for Always. He's trying to stay out of trouble, I think. Although that car does look like it's been beaten up a bit. But that's the key to this race. It's be consistent and try and stay out of trouble, which is very difficult actually when you're all bunched up like they are. But having a good race is Always. Hopper's in 9th. He's still in touch. And we can just see their Cy has picked up a penalty. So race 1 winner is, well, he's soon to be back at the back of the pack once they come out of this final chicane. And there you can see Cy pulls over to the side to serve his penalty. Now Hoppers will go through, so Cy now relegated to 9th for the time being. Back up to the top then, and Gaz, well, really has opened up a good lead, hasn't he? Started at the back. Missed race 1, did Gaz, for some reason. I'm not sure if they wouldn't let him dock his boat. Maybe he hadn't pre-booked a mooring position or something and couldn't get his super yacht into the dock, and that's why he missed race 1. Racing Sim is sitting in 2nd. He's still hopeful of a win though, and why not? He can still see the back of Gaz's car, so although Gaz has opened up a decent gap, there is time for Racing Sim to catch him up. Ghost Prepper sitting in 3rd. He is a long way from the front 2, but does have a gap back to Carlsberg in 4th. So again, if Ghost Prepper can just keep it nice and clean and consistent, you can just see the guys battling away just behind him. And while they're battling away, come on cameraman, while they're battling away, it just allows Ghost Prepper to get a bit further. Oh, as Vane again gets very wide on turn 10, which slams him into the barrier at turn 11. Manages to hold on to 7, and he looks like he's going on the attack now, so Footy and Always in danger. See the flames licking out the back of that WRX as the guys go through the gearbox. Now Always looks like he's actually trying to stay out of trouble. He's keeping it nice and clean. He's having a decent race actually, and the P5 is his deserved position at the minute, although he has got Footy literally pushing him along. Let's jump on board with Footy as we go down towards turn 1. Oh, and Footy struggling with the wheel. You could see him wrestling it to try and keep that car under control as under braking into turn 1. We've got Hoppers really desperate to get by before we get to the chicane. And now then, can Footy hold on to? Oh, it's side by side now. Somebody's going to have to back out, and it was Vane, I think, and Vane definitely backed out. Oh, what a fantastic drive that Footy got through there. Carlsberg just completely caught napping, and Footy goes through into turn 6. We go, try and keep it straight, and he has done. So a fantastic move from Footy. Completely caught Carlsberg out. I thought Carlsberg was looking okay as we were going into the chicane, but he just completely fell asleep. Vane up to 5th, Cy 6th, Carlsberg. Where's Carlsberg? Carlsberg, sorry, up to 7th. Oh, they're chopping and changing every second. We might as well all just sit back and just enjoy the racing, shall we? No point trying to keep up with who is in what position. As Carlsberg picks up half a second penalty, and he's going to be serving that on the exit of turn 16. Almost 4 wide as we enter this chicane. And there we can see Carlsberg slowing right down and drops to the back of the pack. temporarily. Hopper's in 8th. Then we've got Always. He's battling away with Si. As we approach turn 1 down the hill, Si going very defensive, taking the tighter line. Hopper's around, Always following him. Hopper's alongside Vane. It looks like Hopper's is going to get in front. He's trying to follow Si through. He's trying to pick up a bit of slipstream and follow Si through. Now this is going to be interesting as they all enter the chicane. Oh, and Hoppers and Vane did go side by side, and it looks like they got out of there as well, but Hopper's down to 9th. Wow, I thought the helicopter was going to land on the track then. That bloody thing gets lower and lower. We're back up to the top, and Gaz has been caught. So Racing Sim has done a fantastic job. He has caught up to the back of Gaz, and now Racing Sim is on it. He is hungry for that P1. Let's go on board with Racing Sim, and you can see he really is harassing Gaz. The pressure now being really applied. We have got just over 5 minutes of this race left. Oh, and a bad exit from Gaz, but a good exit from Racing Sim, and that has put him into the lead, although they are now side by side. Let's jump out of here so we can see where they are. There we go. Racing Sim has now taken over the lead of this race, with Gaz having to drop in behind him, try and pick up the slipstream as they head down the hill towards turn 1. Gaz late on the brakes, but going around the outside. Can he get it done? Looking for the old switcheroo, but no, Racing Sim still manages to hold on to P1. Gaz though wants it back as they go side by side. Gaz is on the inside as they come up towards the chicane, so is it Racing Sim that's going to have to back out? It is. So normal service resumed with Gaz in P1, Racing Sim in P2, but now they've gone side by side again down towards turn 6. It's Racing Sim on the inside this time. Gaz going to have to go all the way around the outside. Trying to get on the brakes a little bit earlier to look for that switchback, but couldn't quite get it done. Now Gaz seems to have trouble with his steering wheel. Unless he just went across the grass, and he's trying to get them tyres cleaned, and that's what the weaving was all about. He's just trying to get that muck off of those tyres so he can get on after Racing Sim again, and that's probably what it was. I thought the steering wheel had come off in his hand or something then. But no, I think in reality he was just trying to get them tyres cleaned up. So as we come into to the end of the 16th minute with 4 minutes to go of this final race of the season, Gaz is chasing Racing Sim now for the win. Let's just have a look and see what's happening elsewhere. Ghost Prepper is in 3rd. He is looking good for 3rd position at the minute. I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him, but he's looking good at the minute for a podium finish. Si in 4th. This is where all the battling is taking place. Si currently in 4th, but he's got Colesberg sitting very closely behind him, and then we have another 4 or 5 cars following them. So there we go. So Si in 4th. He's got Colesberg pulling alongside of him. Colesberg trying to get himself onto the inside, letting Si know exactly what he's going to do as they approach turn 1. Down the hill they go then. Oh, as Si shuts the door on Colesberg, but Colesberg coming back at him though. Colesberg taking the tighter line, so does Footy, so does Hoppers, so all these guys are still there and thereabouts, so any one of these guys could take that 4th position at the minute. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, I thought they were going to go 3 wide, but nothing. Always and Vane backed out. Very sensible racing from these guys actually. When they approach this chicane, they're not taking any unnecessary risks. It's going to be far easier to keep the car on track and try and attack at a later date, but very sensible driving from the guys. I am impressed. There are a lot of people that would take the risks there and keep their foot planted firmly on the noisy pedal and not back out, and we would have all sorts of a mess. Out in front though, Gaz has retaken the lead from Racing Sim, so it is now Gaz back out in front. Racing Sim in second. These two having a real good fight now in the closing stages of this final race. And remember, I did say if you stick around till the end, I will run through the league table, the final standings of the league table. Also, if you've enjoyed these races, just remember to hit the like button, and if you've not already subscribed, if you could do so, that would help me out. And I appreciate every single one of you that has already subscribed. Thank you very much. So there we go, final shot of the drivers' yachts in the dock, as these two battle it out. Gaz out in front, opened up a bit of a gap now. He's got himself a bit of breathing space, but he doesn't want to relax too much, does he? Ghost Prepper in third. I think he's going to be okay for that final podium spot. Sai sitting in fourth. He's got Footy chasing him down in fifth. Then we've got Always, Vane in seventh, Carlsberg eighth, Hoppers ninth as they exit the chicane. Hoppers picking up a half a second penalty. That's going to keep him at the back when he serves that, which is unfortunate for Hoppers. We have about 30 seconds to go, so I'm just going to stick with Gaz and Racing Sim at the minute as they go around turn 12. This could well be their final lap. So Gaz out in front then, heading towards turn 14, 15 and 16. This final chicane. Let's have a look at the time. Now actually Gaz and Racing Sim might actually, oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close as to whether they get a final lap in. In fact, I don't think they will. I think Gaz is going to get it. Gaz is going to take the win. He does. Racing Sim in second. Fantastic racing from those two guys. Ghost Prepper, oh, it's carnage at the back. We will go back and have a look at that. We're just going to follow Ghost Prepper across the line. He's managed to stay out of trouble for most of the race. So Ghost Prepper comes across in third. Now then, let's have a look and see what happened at the back here. I don't know who it was that went. Oh, it was Footy. Sai went off. Footy went off in the race to the line as Ghost Prepper goes across. Now then, this is going to be a drag race to the line then. At the minute, Vane has got fourth position and he gets it. Well, I'm going to have to pause that just so we can see who came where. So Vane finished in fourth, with Carlsberg finishing fifth, Sai sixth, Footy seventh, Always in eighth, which means Hoppers would have finished in ninth, and he did so. Wow, what fantastic racing. Now, I did say I was going to go through the final league table, and this is how it stacks up. So overall winner and Academy champion is Racing Sim on 193 points. In second is Sai on 159 points. And then taking up that third podium spot is Hoppers with 127 points. So well done to those guys. In the rest of the table then is Carlsberg on 117. Gaz is fifth on 104. Sorry. Six is Apex Wolf on 56. Then we've got Vane on 48. Mrs. Froxy 36. Lightning Rat 35. Mark at 35. Red 5 on 34 points. Then we've got Ghost Prepper 32. Froxy Dev 24 points. Andy Max 23. Footy on 22 and Tasty on 9. Now obviously some of those guys lower down would have not earned points if they've missed races, etc. But well done to the winner, Racing Sim 6. Thoroughly deserved, drove well all season and thoroughly deserves that win. So does Sai and Hoppers. They deserve to be up there on the podium, sipping champagne with Racing Sim. Hope you've enjoyed the Academy racing, and we'll be back soon with the next event from Tyre Shredders. Thanks for watching.